Hey, Christina. Let's see what's the energy that we have for Christina. The pause is for me to be able to tap into your energy, to see what I need to see to help you out. Operating from my higher self. Only the spirits that I call upon are welcome, that are here to help and support our highest good. For Christina. Thank you, Jen. We're going to bring some sage up in here for you. Otaino roots start smudging again. Ancient rituals will be helpful for you to get through this. If someone's saying it's brujeria, it's not brujeria. Ya tú sabes. It's helpful because you need the balance and you need the calm. Everything has been a mental exhaust for you. What's the energy for Christina? Please, Spirit, please allow me to tap into the energy of Christina Aguilera. And every time that you do like a breathing exercise, it will help ground you. You too, just as I, are an intuitive, meaning you can pick up on energy. You can pick up on the vibes in the room only if you're willing to tap in. You are an alpha omega female, which means you're very responsible on what you need to do. Yeah, and I see a lot of mental turmoil, not sure, being out of balance. Because it's like you get offers, but it's just like, I'm not satisfied, or you are satisfied, but there's so much love to be given. You're no longer feeling stuck at this particular moment. However, you are still having mental that's the omen, so you must be getting messages from people. In relationships, you're no longer, because the High Priestess came in reverse, which lets me know, for me, this is Pisces, air energy, so meaning it's your energy all the way. Dark hair, it's you. 8-8. This is a message that you had needed. This is just letting me, the moon card, the moon oracle will let me know a little bit deeper of what you're dealing with. I hope you can hear me. For Christina. For Christina. What's the messages that you have for Christina? You will come to realization of who you are. You've been trying to fight and figure out who you are. The distractions have been that you focus so much on other people that you forget to focus on yourself, which lets me know you're back to eating real fun and binging again. You haven't been really looking at yourself in the mirror. You've been feeling real disgusted with yourself. Don't call yourself fat. Don't give yourself this self-harsh words whenever you go out to eat and you have certain foods that make you happy. It just make you happy, but you have to think of it in a different way. Yeah. And it just lets me know, it double confirm that when it comes to love, it's like you want it, but you don't really need it at this particular moment. It's like it's there, but it's no satisfaction. Like you're not satisfied, but this is not the person, is more or less that you're not satisfied within you. Nourishment, and meaning you're replenishing your money. You're really trying to stay committed and focus on to your health. And you're not focused. Yeah, your mind and everything is all out of whack, and it's all due to wanting to face the change. What's the mental anguish of Christina that she has going? We're going to keep the sage going because we need it. Yeah, you're emotionally withdrawn from a lot of things. Things just seem to slow down for you a bit. What else do we have for Christina? You're emotionally, yeah, because it's a lot of depression. You coming out. A lot of bad self-talk, but you just contemplating. You're trying to open your heart. You're trying to speak up for it, and opening your mind. You do not have to suffer in silence, and you're starting to understand that getting your help, you must be going to the VA and, actually asking for therapies or certain classes, or you may, or you should, look into getting help on, how to better manage it, and so you can get healed a little bit quicker. Upon you doing so, the change in how you eat and what you think when you're eating, it will progress you right back to a high priestess, where you are meant to be a high priestess. You're aware that, about the eating. This is an eating disorder, okay? The eating disorder can cause you to go into disarray and cause chemical imbalances to the brain, which can cause you to not be able to focus, not to be able to balance yourself. And it's causing a disruption to your daily functioning. Relationship wise, you contemplating if you want to move on or just move forward, from what this is or was. Letting go of your past, all your past hurts, traumas. Even though these traumas were very traumatic, we have to find ways to release it. Write it. Take you a journal and write it out. All the pains of everything of yesterday. Focus on letting it go. What is your soul trying to tell us? For Christina. do I surround myself by people who lift you up? The hindrance and the slowdown is that it's people that are not meant to be in your energy right now, even relationship-wise, and that's just the raw truth. What I'm waiting for someone else to do it for me. No one else can heal you but you. Being in a relationship and searching for love is not going to be the one to help heal you at this particular moment, because, you know, what risk can I take today? Am I communicating my needs? And you're being real silent and shy about it, baby. This is not the time to be silent and shy, because I refuse. Thank you, Spirit. Come through. Because I was coming through with how it would have made me feel. How do I want my body to move? Meaning, some of this, you had stopped working out. What's this bottom card? Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? Meaning you haven't been showing up for yourself, honey. You have not. You've been neglecting yourself and not paying attention to what Christina needs, which is not fair, you know, for you. We got to heal the disconnect. The people that are surrounded by you, what else could this mean? Are there people around you that really don't mean you well? Or they, you know, sit there smiling in your face one moment, and the next moment, you know, y'all falling out over something, or, you know, from past behaviors. You know, one of them is your sexual traumas, the sexual behaviors, the eating behaviors, and the mental, because you go in and out of depression really, really quick. And it can be from the smallest things that trigger you. How can we help heal her with this disconnect? You have to come into agreement to align your mind and body to get into a higher place. Like right now, you're focusing on your money, which is good, but you also need to focus on yourself to get yourself back well and ready and strong again. It's going to inspire you. You have past anger and resentment for things that happened that didn't happen for you. Right here. Am I surrounded by people, or surround myself with people who uplift me? Each breath confirms how awake I am already. I'm already in. Invoking self-realization. You got realization on here twice, which lets me know you're starting to realize who is who, who's meant for you, who's really meant to support you. It's time to polish your heart and let go of the anger of yesterday, because today you have the opportunity to feel the power that helps heal you through all the things that you've been going through. And resolving the anger and conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself, which means how you've been suffering in silence. Hey, right now, I just might not need to be with you, baby. It's not you, it's me. I have healing to do, and you have a lot of healing to do. I will be willing to work with you to help you resolve the anger of the past. And we can only control what we can, but we can't dwell in the past if we want to live for today and hope for a better tomorrow. Awaken inspired action. Am I communicating my needs? There's only what life is asking of me. And what is life asking of you to do is to live. That live is the same thing in synonyms, right? But if you're not living to your full capacity, how do you expect to heal fully? How does my body want to move today? Go for a small walk On your lunch break, walk around the building. Everything is for me, not against me. No one's working against you. Integrating your ego. You know that you're beautiful. You know that you're smart. You know that you're responsible. You know that you're loving. You know that you're giving. It's just been hard to receive back what you need to get. Don't get stuck in your head, baby, because what you was coming through, that was some abuse. Sharing shame. Don't be ashamed. We all been there, done that. Especially in sexual acts, we all been there, done that. And if anyone ever say, oh no, I never, yeah, you did. You know what I'm saying? We all been there, we all done that, and I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. What they did just built your character and made you stronger. You know what I'm saying? What does she need to surrender and let go to be able to move past this? For Christina, Spirit, talk to me. Christina, you got something, baby, and you just can't give up. And I know you be ready to give up and crying at night in the dark. You put your son down, and it's like, oh, well, this guy's gonna call me. Like, you driving yourself crazy, and there's no need for you to drive yourself crazy, baby, because what's for you is always gonna be for you. You know, you don't have to be on the defense with anyone, because if people want to be who they are, let them be. People will show you who they are the first time around. The first and second time. First time, shame on them. Second time, don't be the fool. Surrender to the magic of who you are. You know how to point them out like, If the conversation not going how you like it, then you know. If people acting funny, you know. And you have to really honor that. Honor that. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer clear, non-defensive response. Meaning, listen to hear and understand, not to react. Listen to hear and understand and not react. You respond. Mean you give a responsible answer, meaning you become assertive in how you respond to a person. So if they coming at you left, oh, you did this to my man, you did this to my life. Well, it sounds like it's something personal that you have to deal with, because I came to conclusion with what I did and I know who I am. So if own up to it, you fess up to it, and that's okay. No need to sit in no shame. Ain't ever no shame in anybody's game. Whatever you do, you got to understand there's repercussions and consequences to everything that you do, okay? You are a very powerful being. Your aura and your light is so bright. It's different. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Don't ever do that. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your strengths, attractiveness, and power. You are a very powerful being if you believe. This is showing me an indigenous woman. The Indian part of you, the ancient Aztecs, the originals. You know who you are. You know what your rituals are. Surrender attachment to your results. If it don't work out, it just don't work out. And you move on and you say, hey, it just didn't happen. We can't control people. We can only control ourselves. Yeah, you can only control yourself, honey. You're so beautiful, so sassy, and so sexy and spicy in the room. People just don't know what to do with you, okay? But you have an inner conflict. The conflict is within. It's not with anybody else. It's more of a mental thing that you're sitting there fighting with yourself. You know, you have to heal the disconnect that you had for so long. You get what I'm saying? Like, your beautiful soul, do you believe it? Is the question. Do you believe that you are self-healing? The song, when you was listening to Christinaaaaa, listen to that whole album. Not just that one song. Listen to her whole album. And really sit down and listen to understand and hear the words. Like, if you haven't ever really sat down and listened to a song to actually listen to the words, then you wasn't willing to open up your soul, open up your heart, to know if you were surrounded by the right people who would uplift you. To know what are you waiting for. Because you know not anyone else is going to do it but you, because it's meant for you. You got to make that move for you. What risk can I take? And one of the risks ain't for me to take the responsibility to compare myself to the next person, because every person is unique. Everybody has their own spec. Not every snowflake got the same shape. You know? Do I communicate my needs? I know you're a super introvert and you get super shy sometimes. But you got to break out of that shell and say what you need and what you want. What's the healing energy for Christina, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. What's the healing spirit for healing energy for Christina? We can't attach ourselves to the results, because sometimes the ending is not going to always end how we hoped or how we expect, and we have to be okay with that at times. You get what I'm saying? For Christina, what energy you have for Christina? Divine fruit, holy fruits, mangoes, passion fruit, apricots. I know you like your mangoes with chili, with chili. Elotes is even on there. You can really think of fruits that are so healthy for you. Tomatoes, grapes, apples, oranges, pears. And the crazy thing of it is, when nutrition card came out, if you look at this card, minus the glare, look at that. You got cheese that could be either vegan milk or almond milk, coconut milk, bang, bread, corn. You see all that fruit? That's divine fruit. Divine fruit. Divine fruit. Just for you. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warm, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. We are what we eat. And if we eat healthily, no one can... Peace. If we are what we eat, and if we're not making that, nothing else comes. Here go peace. Peace, be still. So you can pause it and read it and screenshot it if you need to. Faith. Girl, have faith that everything will change. Be careful of pregnancy. You got to open up your throat chakra, baby. Open up that throat chakra. Using your words, speaking. Being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with power of love and truth. What we ashamed of? Because right here, that looks like somebody that's about 11 weeks pregnant. Was 11 weeks pregnant. Or in 11 weeks, you can see the change. 11 days, 11 hours, weeks or months. But being true is what gets you through it all. What's another healing message for Christina? Healing message. We take these two. Transformation, working out, exercising. You finally will get a chance to find the balance in everything. And understanding unconditional love. Transformation. Unconditional love. My heart is free of resentment. Letting go of anger. My heart is free of resentment. Letting go of anger. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. Unconditional love, baby. Even for yourself. That's strong. Find thy balance. I'm going to leave you with the divine messages, okay? Divine, what do you have for Christina? For Christina. What's the divine message for Christina? Divine message for Christina. Forgive and forget. Come out in your shell. Being who you are. Unapologetically. Be you. A moment's joy. It's time for you to travel, take a trip. And once you open yourself to express yourself for who you are and going back to your roots and things of finding your pure happiness, everything will work itself out. That's the last message. Start here. From after you hear this, heal, baby. Heal. You can play this however many times you need to. Heal. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now and here. A note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blesses the body, mind, and soul. Loving yourself first. You're going to always be a mom. You're going to always be everything else. But you have to love yourself first. Because you're not loving yourself if you're speaking negatively. You're speaking more negatively in your mind and in your heart when you don't put them in line to say, hey, I am beautiful. I went through what I went through, but it worked for me, not against me. You get what I'm saying? It worked out for me, not against me. Because it built your character, because you had to learn through these experiences to understand where you are. Transform. Unconditional love to find that inner peace. Surrendering things that no longer serve you so you can open yourself up to your power, because you possess a lot of power. You just have to get the zen in your mind to get the balance of bringing together your energy of your masculine and your feminine energy, because you was doing that single mom stuff. You did that. You had setbacks, but you still came back and said, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bless myself to get through this. I'm gonna get my funds back together. I'm gonna get us a home, not just only a place, but a home. I'm gonna clear myself of that. I'm gonna clear myself of this anguish and pain of what I've been feeling and going through. I'm gonna heal how I eat. I'm gonna heal how I work out. I'm gonna heal how I view myself. Positive influence of positive self-talk to self gets you through it all. I really, really, really hope that this helps you, Christina. When we go through things in our heart, it's an ordinary thing. And it's nothing different. Like, it seems like it's the worst thing, but your chakras. You start from the root and you work your way up. Do some yoga, do some stretching. Everything will work out for its highest good for you. I love you, sis. And I really hope that this helps you and finds you well. Take care.